Welcome back to Metal Heroes Review, episode 40. Yep, we're finally in episode 40 for this one. Now, in the case of this particular episode, we're discussing 4 episodes. Yep. So the first one is, I'm going to put this. It's called Balos SOS. What's the plan for this episode? Destroy the ship. So, they said the monster infiltrated, and of course, Andy's going to complete off guard, and of course, the monster destroyed before the end of the episode. But it's a very interesting idea. Do this, and it's by far the most original idea they've had the whole series. Next episode is a bit of annoyance for Andy because we have this one-shot character coming. We have Commander Quinn coming for an episode. It's been a while since he appeared in the series. It's been about 3 or 4 episodes in his last appearance. Last time he appeared, episode 37. Yeah, it seemed like it'd been a while. So basically, he informs Shaider that, the daughter of the mayor of Planet Bird has run away from the planet and running to Earth, and she just got her learner's permit to drive a spaceship. Now I'm thinking, wait, a mayor of a planet? I've heard governors, presidents, kings, but a mayor? A mayor is basically like a local official, not basically a planet-wide official. I thought that was kind of weird. Maybe that was mistranslation on the part of the suburbs, but mayor? Seriously? So, also, she falls for Shaider in this episode, makes Annie jealous. This way, I guess, journalist? Kind of is, yes, because she takes photographs via her wristwatch. And here's the thing. When she doesn't have Earth Force, she ends up in strange space, ends up breaking to the Fuma Palace, crashing into place. By the way, one of 2 times we have characters who are not the start of the series going to Fuma Palace. It also happens the very next episode. Yes, this time being a group of kids. And of course, they brainwash her to kill her. And of course, she immediately falls her thanks to their Cupid monster. Yep. So, what is their plan this episode? Blow up the spaceship again. Yep, we're going through this 2 episodes around. Virtually the same exact plot, just basically switch different characters around. But I thought it was good episode, was really neat. Some people might think it's worse one, but I don't find the character quite annoying. Not really, no. And yeah, next one basically is there's these okay. So basically there is these society's just driving around patrol, all of a sudden you see these kids, they tied up a kid to a tree and they're bullying him, and then when he confronts them later on, it's they think he's lying. Which is weird given the fact that they had just did this. Well, I don't know if it was an edit or something. This was really weird. And we see this teacher. It turns out she's not really a teacher. She's basically a strange beast. Yeah, I thought this was really weird of an episode. And we have these kids who basically took over the whole episode halfway through it. Yeah, they took over the episode. They followed the teacher. And notice, the gymnasium looks weird. She just looked like he walked behind nothing. And then the kids walk they're in the middle of the Fuma Palace. You're like, what? And this just happened just last episode, where a character was not the start of the series doing this. Now, if you're really curious, did this happen in the previous series where guest star just happened to wander onto the Fuma Palace? Not that I can think of, no. I don't really remember if any ever did. No, usually they just don't barge in like these people do. Usually they're brought there by who is Moroku or Psycho's group. Usually they're brought there by the actual person. Here they just randomly came in, ran away, and of course they get out no problem. The monster's destroyed. But a snake monster? I'm like, that's interesting. Now, if you're curious, did the previous series have snake monsters? They did. As a matter of fact, they referenced a snake monster that basically infected Gavin back in the 5th episode of the original Gavin series. Yeah, I thought that was quite weird. And then, this last episode I watched, there's a mysterious rock ends up at his family house. And it grows into a plant monster. And he ends up basically draining their funds where they have barely enough to pay their mortgage payments on their house. And they say, oh, just take out a payday loan. If they do that, they go bankrupt. And then they come with another idea to bring him a pet that feed him. So they had enough, and Annie basically comes in and basically destroys it. Basically gets out of the room, and of course Fuma comes in. And of course, jumps to the basically the cardboard window. Literally, what it is basically the very thin board, the shade one, and beats the monster that way. But these episodes also, I forgot to mention in the last episodes, it did feature return of, well, the battle formation. Basically his old Megazord. Something that's been very rarely ever seen. Like, I think I saw like episode 38. And popped to the movie looked much better than it did in the series. And one thing I did notice episode 40, where they actually did something, I'm so happy they did this. Because at this point, I was getting so tired of just seeing him wearing a cheap suit when he's fighting outside. In these few episodes, he actually wears the regular suit. I'm like, where the heck has suit been? I mean, the last time we saw this suit outside of stock footage, which occasionally use stock footage, I think like the first time they did this was probably like in episode 5. Because it seems like since that point, they've used like a cheap version of the suit, and only for close-up shots, they actually use the regular suit. Either the suit had problems, or it needed to be fixed or something. I have no idea. It was weird. It's like only close-up shots basically have that suit happen. This time we actually see it. Also look like the visuals definitely improved. Like, I'm thinking like, did Toei basically release some money for this series? Because the visuals for these last 2 episodes are definitely improved. It feels like the level you saw from the second movie. Because that's what it seemed like anyways. The visuals look fantastic. I mean, like the suit looks much more better than it did previously. And it's not looking like it's made of cheap materials. And it does look green or light blue. It's supposed to be like a dark blue. It didn't look like the previous ones. I was getting so bored of seeing that. And now I finally see it. Yep. But definitely good 4 episodes. Now we have only 6 more left to go. And then we're pretty much done with Shaider. Now, yes, the anime will still come today, definitely. But I have 6 more episodes. I would do a comic corner, but I'm still in my phone to charge first before I do that. So, I'm going to end this here. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn notifications, and do not hit that dislike button. So next up, more Metal Heroes. But this time not 4, because it's going to be 3. And the reason why? Because we're getting close to the very end of this thing. Yep. Next video. Bye.